Here's where we're at. This is the vineyard right there. They've got it all set up for weddings, reunions, birthdays, the whole 9 yards. If you're a full-time RVer and travel frequently, in our opinion, every one of you needs to be a member of Harvest Hosts.
But Spade, what in the HE double hockey sticks is a Harvest Host?
Harvest Hosts is a membership program that allows fully contained RVs a place to stay for a night. With over 3,500 locations around the country, places like farms, brew pubs and breweries, museums, and even wineries to name a few. We are offering you a great discount off membership by using our exclusive discount code Gypsy15 so you can enjoy all the benefits from Harvest Hosts as well. This is our first Harvest Host location. We're at a vineyard in Kansas. This is the old chicken coop. With all the wines and cheeses and meats, delicious. This vineyard networks with the locals to stock their store with wares to sell, as well as a local dairy farmer for the cheeses and a local rancher for the meats. Part of the deal with Harvest Hosts is that they ask that all guests purchase at least $20 worth of goods from the host. Extremely easy to do at a vineyard. We enjoyed a wine tasting with an amazing white cheddar cheese accompanied by pepperoni and crackers. We ended up purchasing a few more bottles of wine and more of the cheese and pepperoni. Danette also saw some really neat bracelets that she purchased for gifts. On our way, moving on to our next Harvest Host location, Danette saw a billboard for the longest soda bar in Kansas. We both thought, root beer floats. This soda fountain, just like in the days of old, was found inside a pharmacy. When the lady at the counter made our floats, she did it in true old school fashion. Scooped out the vanilla ice cream, added some soda water, root beer syrup, more soda water, more root beer syrup with a dab of whipped cream and a cherry on top.
It's nice. How is it, Speed? Look at this cool place. Who's that old lady back there? That's me. Oh, that's me. I'm just kidding. Look at this amazing thing. This is so cool. So neat.
Our next Harvest Host is North 40 Alpacas in Kansas. Once we got Dory outside, the alpacas were very curious of her.
How are you? Hi. No food. I don't have food.
What are you doing? Oh my God, they're so pretty.
They must really like Dory.
So pretty. Oh my goodness.
Like cleared the field here. They've all come right over to see Dory. The owner of North 40 Alpacas, Vicky, wasn't feeling well, but told us that at 5 o'clock, her neighbor would come by to feed the alpacas and let us into the store so that we could purchase some goods. So we decided to head out into the local town of Osborne to explore around a bit. 67 colonists from Reading and Lancaster, Pennsylvania, hopped on the train. 5 days later, they reached the end of the line in Waterville, Kansas. From there, they formed a wagon train and traveled for 2 weeks. On May 1st of 1871, the remaining 38 men, 1 woman, and 2 boys laid out the new town site. By that September, 250 members from the Pennsylvania colony ventured to this new formed town. Main Street looks amazing with all of its historical buildings still standing, but a little sad because many of them are not being used. Storefronts empty, and second-story living areas have their windows all boarded up. The few local eateries were closed, so we ended up eating at Subway. Not what we set out for, but it filled our bellies. With 5 o'clock quickly approaching, we headed back to North 40 Alpacas. Danette and I were handed a bucket of treats to give to the alpacas, while their other pens were cleaned out before their food containers were added.
to do
Princess?
something like, something different. They were raising cattle. But Vicky didn't like to raise them and then eat.
Yeah,
What
that,
she's
I know.
raising.
That's what I was just thinking. I was thinking this is really cool because what you don't have to eat them. Exactly. I would get attached to it.
Yeah. And so
And I
they
was
started with 3. They didn't even own the land. They had to board them out. And so they bored them out, but they found out they did like them, and so they built a barn at the top first, and then, they purchased this.
Oh my goodness! Hi, baby.
And his name is Roman.
Roman.
Yeah, I'm Roman.
Yeah, mommy first.
Mama's-
Does that make you happy?
Mama's Karma.
If Mama did it, would you do it?
We like karma.
No. Oh, you're soft.
Isn't it?
Wow.
The baby fleece is
Soft.
one of the first cuttings that you'll get off of a baby. It is so soft. They make several different socks just from the baby alpacas.
the
Right.
baby's good.
I just want to hug you.
If it gets cold tonight, you want to come in the RV and snuggle up with us, keep us warm.
There you go.
It felt odd for me just to watch this couple working, so I decided to jump in and help out. I carried all the food bins back and put them in place. Once everything was all set and food was all prepared, all that was left to do was open the gate and step back.
I got your number. Oh, dinner time.
Once we were done with the feeding, we went to the gift shop and we bought alpaca socks. Danette also bought a pair of alpaca gloves. They are super soft and warmer than wool. In 1953, Frank Stober tripped over some twine on his farm. He balled it up and set it aside so he wouldn't trip on it again. As he used twine on his farm, once he was done with it, instead of throwing it away or burning it, he kept adding it to that ball. As it grew and grew, it became quite a large ball of twine. In 1946, with his ball of twine, now the size of his barn door, it was put on a trailer and began to be used in the local parades. In 1973, the Guinness Book of World Records awarded Frank's ball of twine as the world's largest. The ball was given a home under this gazebo, and visitors are encouraged to add more sisal twine to the ball. The ball's current estimated weight is 27,017 pounds, with a 46-foot circumference, and it continues to grow. If you are enjoying our channel, please feel free to share our link on your social media pages. Encourage your friends and family to subscribe, and most important, leave a comment and share your experiences with us. We're headed to Lake Scott State Park in Kansas for a few days before we head out to another Harvest Host location. Are you ready to explore Lake Scott with us? Tune in next time.